Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. During the Jummah adhan, at the mention of the Holy Prophet's name, you kiss your thumbnails and place them over your eyes, whereas usually you place your hand over the heart. Why is this different on Jummah? Also in the subcontinent, we kiss our nails once, whereas in this way you kiss your nails 3 times. Why is this different?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's good. The difference is, when the Holy Prophet ﷺ's name is mentioned, it is a sunnah of the Sahaba Kiram to put their hands over their heart to stop their heart from jumping out of their chest. It is not just for humility or to say salams. It is literally to calm their heart because they're having a heart attack. Why are they having a heart attack? Because of their love. When the Prophet ﷺ's name is mentioned, they start. That is love, isn't it? You all know this. If your beloved one is mentioned, your heart is going to jump. If you are made to remember something that happened to you in the past, your blood pressure, everything is going to change. For them, their hearts are filled with the Holy Prophet ﷺ. That when his name is mentioned, ﷺ, their heart wants to burst. So they put their hands on their chest. The reason why we're putting our thumbnails to putting it over our eyes, we're doing it specifically during the azan. Any azan that we're doing it. That is a sunnat. And that is a sunnat of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu an. That he said, may my eyes be cooled by you, Ya Rasulullah. And there is a big secret in that too, because the first one to have done that was Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. Because the shahadat is written. I'm not going to go into that so much. The names of the Prophet is written. And when he saw that, he put it over his eyes. We do it 3 times. It's not a problem. 3 times is sunnat, isn't it? This is not part of the roots of faith. This is not part of the namaz or the actions that we're doing that constitutes the main things. This is sunnah. To make it more perfect, to make it more beautiful. So that time, we are not saying to people, do it or don't do it. Of course, we're encouraging people to do it. But those who are not doing it, we don't charge them with anything. We don't say, why are you not doing it? But people now, they are turning around and they are discouraging the Muslims that on the one hand they're living in complete lifestyle is Western unbelievers' lifestyle. They're not praying so much, they're not doing anything properly. And those small things that are sunnat that they are doing, they say, stop that, don't do that, that is bad, that is a bid'ah. So, this is when there is no real knowledge. This is basic knowledge. This is scholastic, academic knowledge. Because now, people are saying, oh, that hadith is weak, da'if. We're going to ask them, what do you know about weak hadith? Who are you to judge? Huh? Who are you to judge that it is weak or it is strong? Oh, this imam, this scholar, Ibn Taymiyyah, that shaitan? He has to be shaitan. If they ask Ibn Taymiyyah, when they asked him, Allah is mentioning that in the last third of the night he descends from the heavens into the world. How does he descend, Ya Shaykh? And he said, he was standing on top of a mimbar then, like this, then he comes down, bop, bop. Like this, exactly like this. Tell me now, if that is not an idea from shaitan. He is saying, or other ones, that they are blind. Literally, they are blind. That they say, no, there's no secrets in the Quran. Whatever that is there is there. And somebody asks him, yeah, Shaykh, if you say there is no secrets, whatever that Allah is saying, that is true, and Allah is saying in an ayat, answer me this. That one, very big, king-size Wahhabi scholar. They asked him, if that is true, there is no real meaning other than what is stated on the obvious of the ayats. Then when Allah says those who are blind in the world, they are going to be blind in the hereafter. What does that mean? That scholar was blind, so he was stuck. We lack foundation of Islam. Do you know how many hadiths you have to memorize? Memorize. With the isnad. In order to make fatwa that affects a whole country. Do you know how many hundreds of thousands you have to memorize just to make a fatwa for your community, not for the whole country, not for nations, for your community? Do you know how many hundreds and thousands you have to memorize in Arabic to make a fatwa, whether this bid'ah, haram, kufur, or shirk, or whatever, or to charge that this, to make any ruling in Islam? You know how many you have to memorize just to give a fatwa for your family and friends? People now, they don't even know any hadith in Arabic with any sanad, and they're making fatwa for the whole world. Saying, yeah, this hadith is weak. Do you even know what it means that hadith is classified as weak? Does a weak hadith, you know what it means that it's weak? Why it is called weak? You don't. So, don't busy yourself filling up your grave with fire. Don't be busy booking a hotel in Jahannam. Be busy with yourself. So, these kinds of things is not going to change. We know that, although we're speaking about it. Of course, the sheikhs and the scholars are so busy fighting with each other these days that they're not correcting all these things. Or they are already together with the regimes that are against Islam. This is not going to change until Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam comes. And that time when Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam comes, he's not going to come to sit with all these scholars and to have a conference to change their minds. He's not going to. Then read that hadith, what Holy Prophet ﷺ said that Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam is going to do when he comes back to the scholars. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.